Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video we are going to discuss about one of the important topic. So whenever you are working with lot of data, you may need the grouping logic. So the same way when the way we need the sorting and unsorting, customized sorting, the similar way we need to have a grouping functionality as well. Okay, so let's try the grouping functionality and explore them how we are going to use the grouping. Okay, I'm going to create a new example here which will stream grouping example. Let's have a main method. Okay, so what is the use case which we are going to try now? So we have a person repository which will contains a list of persons. Okay, I'm going to group all the persons based on the gender wise. Okay, let's do that. Let me create a new method here, static void, and I'm going to name the method group by gender. Even you can try with the name also. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to print the data based on the gender. Okay, let me open the person repository which will return the person list. Dot, the first thing we need to open a stream and dot collect. How we are going to collect the data, that is the tricky part here. We know with the help of collectors we can retrieve the information as a list, set, or hash map, some different formats, right? So the similar way we are going to use the collectors here, but we are going to use a grouping by function. Grouping by will have different methods, okay, but with different parameters. One with a single parameter, the second one with the two parameters, and another one with the three parameters. Let's explore each and everything. So I'm going to use a grouping here. So we need to provide which based on parameter we are going to sort it out, or grouping by. So under the person we are going to use the gender, right? Get gender. Okay. Okay, so what kind of data it is going to return? Correct? Because the grouping by based on gender, which is nothing but a list of person, and key is going to be what is the gender. So obviously it has to return a map which contains a key, string, and the value as list of person. Correct? Let's create a map here. Map. The first parameter is going to be string, and second parameter is going to be grouped data. So the second parameter is going to be list of person. Let's import list. Okay, so it looks simple, right? Let's print the data and see how it is going to return the data. So what I'm going to do is, since it's going to be it's a hash map, there are multiple ways to print the data. Okay, the first way, I think we never seen this before. Let's explore that. So I'm going to open the group data and open the entry set dot. We're gonna use the for each here. Okay, and then lambda expression. So here is a body. So so the key is going to be person dot get key, and value is going to be person dot sorry get value. Okay, let's run this and see how it is going to return the data. I'm going to call the method here and let's run it. See, we got the proper data, right? Key, female, and value is going to be the person, which contains all the female employees. The another one which contains the male as a key and will contain all the male details. Okay, as I said earlier, there are other ways to print the data from the hash map. Okay, I opened the entry set and I opened a loop and then I printed the data. So instead, what we can simply do is just open a stream, and we remember the off method, right? Which will take care of the elements which we have provided as an input and it will process them. Okay, so I'm going to pass the group data here, and then I can do the for each system dot out println. Let's run this again. See, it again returns the data. Key is the gender, and the value is gonna be the all female personalities, and another key is men. Okay, let me modify the console so we can see clearly. Okay, so the first key is a female and it contains all the female person information, and the second one is here male, and this particular list contains all the male person list. Okay, so we can try the another kind of grouping, because we tried the first one, which is nothing but the collector grouping by which will take in the single parameter. Correct. So the next thing also we are going to try the same thing, but it is little bit customized grouping logic. Let's try that. Group by gender, or we can based on height. So anyway, we need the same data here up to collect. So collect, I'm gonna use the collector here, collectors dot again grouping by. Here is the tricky part. Okay, I'm going to check a condition, because grouping by method is going to be accept a function, right? So you can provide your function explanation here. So I'm going to filter out the person who has a height of more than 140, or normal check. So person dot get height greater than or equal to 140. If greater than 140, I'm gonna turn tallest person, or I'm gonna turn shortest. So again, it's going to be written the same kind of data here. I just modified how I'm going to run the data, that's all, but the data is going to be the same. So I'm going to print the data. So let's call the group by height method. Let me run this. See, the first key is a shortest. Okay, shortest. It's my bad. Shortest. Okay, the shortest person. This particular first key contains all the shortest person. That means the people who has a height of less than 140. And the another key is tallest, which contains the person who has a more than 140 as a height. Okay, so with this we came to end of this particular video. Next video we're gonna talk about the grouping again, but we're gonna use some different methods. Thank you.